Okay. So what do I do? What am I supposed to do?
You just hit start whenever you want.
All right. Well, we're going this time for realsy. Hey, everybody. I don't know if any of that is gonna get capped, but I'm Josh Yaskovich. A father was made of me on this channel. A Yaska daddy.
A daddy of yes.
I am the Yaska daddy.
You actually have a daughter too.
Oh, do I really?
Yeah,
that's a game.
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah,
You're right.
You're a daughter.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, life isn't a game, Josh.
that's your child. Well, I'm from a little podcast called Friends by Default, and you'll like them with Connor and me. We're talking about Blade Runner, and that's all we talk about is Blade Runner
and prog rock.
Right? Blade Runner, some prog rock, and then more Blade Runner. And this is my first ever Let's Play, so like I'm all nervous and a little shy and don't know what to do, and like you kind of stink. Ignore that. So fuck it, let's just start it. If you don't know what Pikmin is, Google it. And now you say something.
I like. Yeah.
So, quick fun fact about me: I have no patience to fucking read in video games. I just like to play. So if you want to read,
so there's no semblance of story with you?
Oh no, I understood the story. Like,
okay.
It's not.
Except for
it's
the fact
not
that
a hard
not
story
30
to follow.
Days to...
Yeah. Well, look.
You didn't grasp that little concept?
No, I did not. That is why I probably.
No wonder. No, you get the story through the cutscenes more so than you get the story through.
Oh
the
yeah,
writing.
like that's the thing, man. Like I'm a visual learner. Like you gotta.
Oh, man, this is a PlayStation.
The blacks don't even like match.
Yeah,
in the space. They don't even match. Dude, so alright.
They got the legit picture of the Earth too.
It looks so compressed.
Yeah.
Alright, so what I loved about Pikmin is like this combined like a lot of my desires I had as a kid. Like I loved just going outside, playing in the mud, looking for crawfish and salamanders and all that shit. I loved sci-fi. And, like, to a degree, I really appreciated realism, so, oh my god. So, like, and I just played this recently, and I didn't look at this, like, oh my god. That grass is all just one image.
Yeah, right, it's a JPEG compressed right there.
I, like, at the time, this was fucking, like, that was, like, super realistic, so...
For me, I don't know, like, I was an outdoorsy kid when I was younger, as, like, I did like to go outside, play outside. My mom ran a daycare here, like, at the house, so most of my friends I made at that point in time were, like, just daycare kids.
Oh, so you were, like, homeschooled.
Well, no.
You had an industry.
I went through... we revolutionized homeschooling, you see. My life support system can only function for only 30 days. 30 days!
Alright, so I don't know if this got kept in the early recording, but, like, alright, so I didn't complete this game until, like, maybe, like, 2 years ago. Because, like, alright, so I used to play this all the time, but I didn't realize there was a 30-day thing. So right when I got to day 30, I kept dying, or I kept losing. Yeah.
I find it funny how you went through all 30 days. It's a lot of time in this game. And you're like, why do I keep losing?
Like, you go up into space, and you're like, oh, do I have enough pieces to get back home? And you don't, and you crash down to Earth, and you have to, like, not restart, but, like, you restart the day, and I just didn't. Oh, we're finding Pikmin!
Already?
Here they are. Remember how fucking...
And, like,
it took so long in third one?
Pikmin 3?
Yeah, I love Pikmin 3, but, like, Jesus fucking Christ. It takes forever to find Pikmin. A strange thing has appeared before me. I barely read. Began to search it when it reached up as far as it was waiting for me. Still don't care. Alright, so the story of Pikmin. There's these little things that come from onions, and you're on... Earth in the distant future after like everyone's dead. So like if anybody like really cares for the story, watch a playthrough and not a let's play. If your first experience of Pikmin is this, stop watching this and go play Pikmin. Like
that's one of the biggest things about some people. They who have like opinions on games, but they've only watched a let's play or
yeah.
I'm like that's not the same thing as playing the game.
Oh yeah, not at all. That's so like I don't know if I've ever really. Oh look at him, so his thing is he's got a nose.
Look at his dumb face.
It's just so like. But, like, alright, so what I really love is, like, realism and minimalism and, like, surrealism, and this is, like, all of those things combined. Like, this, like, little minimalistic cartoon character in this, like, super high-def world. Well, high-def for the time.
3D modeling is cool to me when it's off of a cartoon.
Yeah.
Because it's cool, because like, you see it brought to life.
Yeah, like, when you see it first in 2D, then it's like, whoa, shit. Now I got 2 Pikmin if I put in the 1. So here's a little trick, little trade secret for anyone who doesn't know about Pikmin. If you...
A certified Yaskovich.
Certified official Let's Play information that only I know. that
And
nobody
that's,
knows.
And that is your blurb in like
That's the full
Nintendo
title.
Power.
That's the full title. If you do this, like you use it on the red ones, and you got the red guys, you get double instead of just the one because it says 1 on there. Isn't that cool? Isn't that little factoid? All right, shut up. So, so what I'm just gonna do? What I'm just gonna do for day 1. Oh, there's already a piece over there. That's right. I could probably get that. I am just going to stock the fuck up on Red Pikmin. So for me, like, I didn't have like a whole lot of video games when I was a kid. Like my world into video games was my cousins. So they got this game like way before I did. So like I would not get video games, and like this is still kind of true to this day. Like I won't get a game until like years after the fact that they got it. So like when 2 came out, I think is when I got this one. And, like, it was just so unique to me because, like, I never played a game that was, like, action and puzzle and, like, all this other shit. And I was like, whoa, what the fuck? Because, I like, at that time, I was just used to playing, like, Yoshi's Island or, like, Mario or Grand Theft Auto. Like, the net was a very small net.
For
like,
me, no, I get that. Even nowadays, you just kind of play random games.
Oh, yeah, like, now I'm finally playing, like, Phantom Pain.
Well,
because it just looked interesting to me.
You're playing Phantom Pain, but you haven't played any of the other games.
Do I have to?
Yeah. Well, okay, here's the thing. To play Phantom Pain, to get the full experience of Phantom Pain...
Piece. I didn't mean to interrupt you,
You're
but
fine.
like, oh, look at this. Whoa, what is it? What could it be?
Looks like an unfinished 3D model.
Yeah.
No, because, okay, Phantom Pain is an unfinished product, and there's a lot of references. It's a ton of... The entire game is like... Honestly, it's like the Rogue One of the Metal Gear series. Just nothing but references.
Okay.
And it builds on some of the story, but it's really just kind of... It's just weird. It never needed to exist.
Well, so...
And so with that, though, like, you can still enjoy the story and be like, oh, this is weird and interesting. And, like, understand that, like, okay, stuff has happened before this.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you wouldn't understand the full aspect of the game unless
Oh,
you knew all
yeah,
the
like,
references.
absolutely. Like,
Yeah.
I even told you, like, I started playing and I was like, oh, yeah, so, like, Metal Gear, like, from what I've seen of, like... I guess, like, the NES ones were just, like, very different. Like, oh, it's, like, kind of like an espionage thing, and, like, I saw, like, commercials and, like, little bits of this. This, like, looks, like, super cool, and, like, it's open world, and I love, like, open world games. Like, I love just exploring. Fucking... That game is so silly. Like, that game is so fucking silly. Like, it's, like, at times where it's just like, oh, Snake. Like, what really threw me off about all of it was, like, they were talking about the Maharishi, or, like, not the Mahavishnu, but, like, the fucking army that fought the Soviets in Afghanistan during, like, the 70s, and, like, they're like, oh, yeah, and, like, the Soviets come back in, and it's, like, this, like, super, like, Cold War, almost Middle Eastern, like, plot, and I'm like, oh, shit, like, this is some real stuff, and then fucking demons come out of nowhere, and I'm like, what the fuck? like, I'm so prepared to have, like, this, like, frontline serious, like, Abu Ghraib experience, and, like, then, like, demons come out, and, like, Snake's butt is wiggling around. Sometimes I'll order stuff from the plane, and it'll come down and hit me, and I'm like, what the fuck? And if you fuck up so much, a chicken hat is put on you, so, like,
so
what the fuck?
it's evolved and also devolved since the first game.
Oh,
so
I can
there's
tell.
Metal Gear 1 and 2, which were espionage. They still had their silliness to them.
Yes.
But it was mostly the dialogue. And then Metal Gear Solid, the first 3D one.
Yes.
So there's Metal Gear 2, the NES games.
Yes.
There's Metal Gear Solid, which is the PlayStation game.
Yeah.
Okay, Metal Gear Solid was meant to be the third and final installment of that series.
Okay.
The first Metal Gear Solid, because it was supposed to be Snake's trilogy.
Okay.
So you have Snake in Metal Gear 1, 2, and then Solid in 3. And it was like, okay, I get it. It's cool. It makes sense. And then
like, he died, and they brought, like, a voodoo witch doctor, and they're like, well, they, like, jumped the shark, so they were just like, everything's just on the table now.
Yeah.
Are we still recording? Like,
yeah,
okay,
I see it.
All right.
No. So
Will that show up on the
but then Konami was like, no, people like the game, make more.
Okay.
So Kojima's like, okay, we'll make another one, but this is, if we ever play them, you'll understand why. He was like, okay, this is a different thing, it's not part of the trilogy, and he made it, and people were like, oh, this was cool, I guess. And then they're like, okay, so now we gotta continue that story. So then he made a prequel and then a sequel.
Okay,
and
so it just kind of got out of hand.
It got out of hand.
Okay.
And this is Connor said this. He said, just play Metal Gear Solid 3. That's all you need. Start there. Don't. Believe me, do not.
I've heard so many different things of like what I should do.
Well, okay, so there's a reason it's 3.
Okay.
There's a reason.
But do the NES ones matter at all then?
Like, that's the cool part. They do, but you don't have to play them.
Okay.
When Kojima made Metal Gear Solid, the first Metal Gear Solid, he made it intending for people to play that first.
Okay.
He was like, Metal Gear was a different thing. Metal Gear Solid is a continuing story. But what's fucking awesome about it is he included the stories. Metal Gear Solid 1 is a really cool experience. As like a game, a movie, and like just an overall story. Because like when you load up the game, there's like briefing packets. There's like briefing packet 1, 2, and then they also have all these like clips in it that are these cut scenes that are made to look like they're on like a really old like espionage like documentary. And they're interviewing Snake and telling him what his mission is. So like you read the documents, then you watch the little like the setup, and then you play the game, and it's so cool.
I like to think if we continue to do Let's Plays together, when we play Phantom Pain, we'll just be talking about Pikmin the entire time and not the game. Okay, so that's cool. I appreciate that. Like that's smart because like you're jumping, you're like. You know, it's a new console, like you have a whole new like audience, like
exactly.
Yeah.
And then he was just like, I'm not gonna make people go to the previous one. He's like, here's the story, and then they do it great. Yeah. I think they do a fantastic job.
So all right, so here's the thing, right?
Yeah.
So this just got fucking intense. Like that little day you saw was just like that was nothing. That was. There wasn't a timer, so you didn't.
It's not all sunshine and strawberries.
No,
it's not.
The sunshine is going down. The sun, like literally,
the sun is going down.
The sun is literally.
Am I the Hulk? Are you telling me not to Hulk out right now?
I am Ang Lee, and we're gonna ride this fucker straight into the ground. So all right, so now like the time element has been introduced. Like it is day 29 now, and now the sun will start going down, and I really got like.
Okay, wait. So we've only spent one day.
We've spent one day.
Okay.
The one day, like it's like the demo mode. Like it's just like, all right, this is what you do. Like here's your Pikmin.
Perfect.
Go do everything.
Did we do everything we could have done in day one?
Yeah, basically. Like we for what we had.
Are you sure? Could we have fit a little more productivity in there?
No, they
no?
Well, yeah, because they limit off areas.
Okay.
And like I can't.
I trust you.
I can't. Well, there's a wall that like I can't get to because I don't have the right Pikmin to do it.
It's fine. I'm just making sure
you're
not.
Mad at me? Are we fighting? Are you? Mad? That's the worst. Are you mad at me? And it's just like, oh god, are we having a fight? All right. So
start it. This probably where should we end the first episode. We've been going for a while.
Okay.
All right, so
all right, bye. No, okay, you can give us a
No, that's
it. That's it. All right, bye. Hey everybody, we're back.